Morning everyone, or afternoon or evening. I just wanted to come on here to introduce the themes for the next 10 days of the February resets. Obviously we're drawing to an end, so I thought it would be a perfect way to introduce the ethics of yoga. So we've got the yamas and the niyamas, and the yamas are 5 external constraints. So these are ahimsa, which is non-violence, satya, truthfulness, and asteya, which is non-stealing, aparigraha, which is non-greed, brahmacharya, which is right use of energy. And then, so those are like the external constraints which come to you. And then we've got the niyamas, which are the internal constraints which come from within. And these are tapas, which is austerity, socha, which is cleanliness, svadhyaya, which is self-study. Then we've got santosha, which is contentment. And then we've also got isvara pranidhara, which is pranidhana, which is surrender to the divine. Often people see the divine as being like something religious, but actually it's, I often quite like to say surrender to the bigger picture, or surrender to the universe, or anything, the self, the bigger self, whatever that means to you, because often people aren't religious anymore, or people don't see yoga as being something that is religious to them. So we're going to go through those, and each day is going to be a theme on this, on either of these ethics. So just make sure that you have this in your mind and just kind of interpret however you want it to be. You can relate it to, throughout the stretching, just relate it to whatever you want. You may just want to relate it to literally something in your life that's going on instead of yoga. But we'll just bear it in mind and go through the stretches and just, enjoy learning about the ethics. So welcome to day 19 of the February reset, and like I just mentioned then in the introduction to the ethics, today is ahimsa, and that is non-violence. We're just going through a Vinyasa flow today, so as you're moving through the movement and you're using the breath and the movement, just kind of think about, remind yourself about what non-violence means to you and how you can relate it to anything in your life, and even in your poses and your body. So we will take a space at the back of the mat today. We'll just sit on our heels. We're going to face our palms up, so we're going to rest our back of our hands on our legs and our thighs. We're going to start by just taking 3 deep breaths into the tummy, closing our eyes. While you're here, just think about relaxing the shoulders down. Relaxing the jaw. When you're taking that last breath, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out of the mouth. We're going to pull the hands forwards, and we're going to bring our hands the distance of the mat. We're going to tuck our toes the distance of our hips, and we're going to lift our hips up to our downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, so you might want to walk out your feet here. Make sure your tailbone is tilted up to the ceiling, and you're externally rotating those shoulders, and look back to your feet to make space for your neck. Really lengthening the side body here. And then we'll take some stillness in your downward facing dog. You may want to bend in the knees here to make space for lifting those hips up. Really plant all your 10 fingers onto the mat. So your whole palm is planted on the mat. And then we're going to start tiptoeing up to the top of the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need here. We're going to fold over our legs. And then we're going to inhale to rise all the way to the top. Hands come together above your head. And then we'll exhale through to heart center. We're going to inhale to rise again. And we'll exhale, hinge at the hips, fold over your legs. Hands come to the mat. Inhale to our flat back. Your hands can be on your shins here. Exhale, fold again. And then we'll inhale to rise again. Hands come through to heart center. And then we'll inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Standing forward, bend your Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, plant the hand and we'll step back to our plank. We're going to exhale, the knees come to the mat, chest and chin. And then we'll inhale to our cobra, elbows are in, still bent. Engage the glutes, and then exhale all the way to our toes and lift the hips to our downward facing dog. From here we're going to inhale the right leg up. We're going to bend into that right leg, bring your right foot to your left bottom. Make sure your shoulders are still squared to the mat. Straighten that right leg again. Inhale here and exhale. Come all the way through and plant that right foot in between the hands. Lower the knee, the left knee, untuck the toes and inhale to your low lunge. You want a 90-degree at your right knee. Inhale the arms up, shoulders are down. And then we're going to exhale, twist to the right of the room. Your right hand behind your left hand forwards. You might want to look to your right hand. Squeeze the legs together to find your balance. And then we'll inhale, lift the arms up, come to center. And then we'll exhale, bring your hands to the mat. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift it up and bring that left foot parallel to the short edges of the mat. We're going to inhale, cartwheel up to warrior two. You've got a 90-degree in your right knee. You've got externally rotating your right hip out, so your knee comes out. And down in the shoulders. You'll inhale, flip the front palm and then reverse. Left hand comes down the left leg. Right hand comes over. And then we'll inhale, cartwheel all the way down, frame the right foot. And push back to your downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll inhale the left leg up. And then bend into that left knee. Left foot goes to right side. Keep your shoulders squared. And then we'll straighten into that left leg again. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way through, plant in between the hands and lower the right knee, untuck the toes. And then we'll inhale up to our low lunge. 90-degree in that left knee. Shoulders are down. And then we're going to exhale, twist with your left hand behind, your right hand forward. You might want to look at that left hand. Squeeze your legs together. And we'll inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your right toes. Come to your right foot being parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale up to warrior two. Go to 90-degree in your left knee. Keep quite externally rotating so you can see your big left toe. Shoulders are down. Inhale and exhale to reverse. Right hand down your right leg. And then we'll inhale back up. And cartwheel all the way down. Frame that left foot and push back to our downward facing dog. Just walk out the dog here, feeling the difference in the legs. Take some ujjayi breaths. The breath that's restricted at the back of the nose, at the back of the throat. We'll inhale the right leg up. And then we'll come forwards, plant the right foot. Keep that left palm planted and we'll lift the right arm up. And you can either lower your left foot, bring that left foot out to the side and come to a modified side plank. Or you can come all the way to a full side plank, stacking the feet, lifting the hips, rotating the chest and looking up to your right hand. Push into that left hand. Keep lifting the hips, engaging the core. Inhale, and then come to your plank. We're going to lower either through knees, chest, chin, or your full chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale over your toes to your downward facing dog. And then from here we're going to inhale the left leg up. Exhale, come all the way through, plant the left foot in between the hands. Right foot, right hand still planted. Inhale the left hand up. Deep inhales here. Engage the right leg, and again you can either lower the right knee, move out to the side and lift that left foot up to the back of the mat, to a modified side plank, or you can come straight to a full side plank with your heels stacked, lifting the hips, engaging the core and looking up to that left hand. Keep breathing. Inhale here. And then exhale, full plank, and either knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog or cobra, and exhale over your toes to a downward facing dog. One last breath here. And then we're going to lower our knees to the mat, sit back on our heels. You can either have your knees wide or your knees together, however you prefer your child's pose. Sit on your heels, toes together, and stretch your arms forward with your forehead on the mat. Take some breaths throughout all the body. Sink down into the mat. Take one last breath here. We'll start walking the hands back towards our knees. We'll bring our knees in if they're not in already. We're going to come back to the same position we started in, with our palms facing up on our thighs. We'll take 3 breaths deep into the tummy. Again, relaxing your shoulder. Releasing any tension from your jaw. And once you've taken your 3 breaths, we're going to bring our hands to heart center. Take one big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sides of the mouth. And we'll just remind ourselves of the theme today, which is ahimsa, non-violence. We'll bring our hands to our forehead, our third eye, for loving thoughts, and we'll just bow. Namaste. So there we go, that was a Vinyasa flow with the theme of ahimsa. And tomorrow will be a focus on satya, which is truthfulness, and we're going to do some spinal waves, maybe with some back bends as well, so that should be nice. I will see you tomorrow, and just make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also like the videos that you're particularly enjoying. Thank you, see you tomorrow.